We grew up out of Kellyville. We all got to play sport, got to play any sport we wanted to, and then I sort of just found my love for rugby league through that. Played cricket, played rugby union, played golf, tried everything, so eventually got pretty serious with footy, and that's when I knuckled down and went with that.
Was it love at first sight?
I think so. So Dad coached the under-17s side when I was a little tacker, so I'd always used to play my game early in the morning and sort of just sit around Crestwood Oval and kick the footy around with mates until the 17s were on later in the day. So that's where it all started. I think my sort of whole life nearly revolved around it. I was with Parramatta, playing in the Parramatta district, then sort of didn't make one of their sides and had a year off, and I had a few mates that were playing touch footy at the time that I was playing with, and they sort of said, why don't you come play for our league team, which was Dundas Shamrocks, and they fell under the Bellamy district. So I started making their development rep sides, and from there went to play 20s, and from 20s I got picked up by the Storm. I played a curtain raiser down here at the MCG for the State of Origin. I think that was the under-18s, and I think they spotted me from there, and I think they got a bit of a money ball sort of strategy to spot players throughout. So I think they tracked me there, and then for a year sort of followed me, and it all came about pretty quickly. I don't know, I hadn't signed yet. It was just a meeting with Frank and Craig. I think they had a game against Parramatta, and they were staying at the Novotel, and they called me up, so I went with my manager and mum and dad, and there was a bit of kid in the candy store moment. I realised these people who you hear all these things about, and like I was meeting them, and there was a chance that I was going to go to their club. So even before it was a possibility, like you'd have people ask, if you were to go to another club, what club would you go to? And Storm would have been the top of my list. So for them to come to me was, it's pretty amazing.
So you make your debut in round 4 against the Bulldogs. Were you expecting your jersey to come as early as it did, and what was that like?
No, not at all. There was discussions probably around week 2, week 3 that maybe I'll start doing a bit of tackling, a bit more tackling practice at training, just in case that 17 role sort of came available. And I think it was in the 3rd week, Craig came up to me and goes, how are you finding the extra defence at training? I'm like, yeah, it's fine. And he goes, well, I'm thinking about debuting you this week. And I just stood there, he's like, yeah, no one knows yet, just try to keep it quiet. And they were on the middle of the training paddock, and I just got this grin from ear to ear. And I was like, well, all right, like, I won't tell anyone, but all the boys were looking over and sort of like thumbs up, thumbs down. And I was like, didn't know what to say because I couldn't really say anything. But that's how I got the news, and I think he was saying, I was the most excited debutant he's seen, so
oh, really?
I'll take that. Last year we were doing a pose against the Storm, as in I wasn't in the 17, I wasn't even considered in the 21, so I'm excited about it, and then the opportunities that can come from it. And just, I think the boys sort of, after last year, I think they sort of want to get back and make sure that it's a successful campaign this year.
He always scores! Ryan Papenhuyzen gets over.